Well, it's been a while, and we've done some things again, haven't we?
And we have,
Yep.
I see that we have a new Caterium factory with an AI limiter
Oh yeah.
skyscraper.
Yeah, and we've also got hover packs. Those are new.
Oh, that's right. I guess we didn't record that.
Yeah, there was a lot that we didn't want to record because it was really tedious and a lot of cleanup. And
Yeah.
then we kind of plowed ahead a little bit, and so yeah, we've been through phase 4 before, so it's just
Yeah.
rehashing things that we've already done. We kind of skip a little bit, but yeah, we have
Guess I'll go
a
with the log.
yeah. Yeah, so we have a new Caterium factory, which it starts with Caterium ingots, and we turn them into skyscrapers, and just like we've done with the copper factory, we're doing the same kind of update the blueprint, lay it down, build it, make it pretty. So we moved over to a dedicated server. That's new.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's also new.
But yeah, the most recent thing I was working on was the AI limiters. We needed reliable AI limiters, which we didn't have before. So now we've got reliable AI limiters. We've got all of our modular frames and things. Let's see. What did? Oh yeah, we did some with the trains. I think we pointed out that we removed the steel factory, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Steel factory that used to be there.
Oh yeah, cleared out the old steel factory, reran the trains a bit.
There's a
So
new hub.
yep,
New hub building
yeah,
that we'll probably see eventually.
yep.
And we covered over the seasonal event.
Yeah, your favorite.
Built a couple barn dominion blueprints.
Yep. Yeah, your little blueprint houses that you like to place everywhere.
Yeah, totally.
We moved the steel factory, but we've already talked about that. Let's. Oh, I wound up in one of your tunnels. Your secret
Oh,
hyper tubes that accidentally take you where you don't want to go.
yeah, I'm not even sure where that is.
It's in the
Oh, looking at
house.
you. Oh, yeah. That one goes to the hypertube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wound up.
Where are we going next?
I was going to go to the. Oh, there was somebody walking outside, so I was kind of paying attention to that.
Oh, that,
Um, I was.
that we're going to go to oil.
We were, and I went in the wrong
Right.
hypertube, and your hypertube sucked me in.
Yeah, it looks like you're
Um,
going to the sorting facility and
no.
not to the oil node like we discussed.
Yeah, I want
Oh,
to
yeah, that's.
go to oil. So
Oh, you were trying to go. Oh, you fell. That was the other one. You fell into the hypertube on the floor
yeah.
that you can't see.
Yep.
This is the new hub building.
Yep. We have the
We
new
got lighting,
hub.
double lighting, one that costs power and one that's emission, but it just didn't provide enough light for the dark times.
All right, time for the oil. Ooh, man. Another
Oh,
hard drive recipe we may be looking for.
yeah, squirrel.
We'll check that later, though.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
I'll come back to you.
Hypertube launcher time.
Yeah, we gotta go to the hypertube. So there's
Oh,
unlabeled hypertubes everywhere.
there's a building in the way now. Sorry.
Oh my god, why? Andy. Oh, oh, missed it. Nope, it rubber banded me back into the building.
Um,
That's really disappointing.
the Y is you can move your cannon. I was thinking more about an efficient AI limiter factory.
Yeah, can't believe you did that. At least you didn't clip the man array again.
Yeah, well, your hyper cannons are movable.
That's true. Let's put one somewhere. Are you gonna just manually get there?
Um, I made it to the oil facility, but it's things are lagging a little bit while it's loading.
Yeah, I panicked and like hit a wall, so now I gotta put a hypertube in.
Okay, well, I'll let you do
Oh, you're
that.
right there.
Yep.
I wanted to see your reaction to stuff though.
Well,
Hypertube launcher
I
light.
I
I'm way over here at the iron
I
still.
haven't really looked at your stuff yet. I mean, it's just the stuff I've already
Mess.
seen of the oil facility. You know, our new billboard themes everywhere, and the old belt ladder up to the bullet factory, those kinds of things. I mean, because I landed where the old hyper cannon was, so there's nothing really new yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Caterium factory
Mm-hmm.
that I'm lagging by.
Yeah.
I may crash.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, the new server is good. It takes a little bit of pressure off our computers, but it's still not perfect. So,
Yeah. This actually might have froze for me. I think the game froze.
well, then he may.
That happens when I changed biomes.
Well, he may need to restart, folks. Yeah. So I'll just continue with the tour a little bit. Oh yay!
Yeah.
Jetpack bug. Love that.
Okay, we got. If you look over on the beach, there's a pipeline for the nitrogen,
Nitrogen.
and then another one coming back for the nitric acid for the rocket fuel.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at the rocket fuel factory later, but so we've got turbo fuel powered drone delivery now. So you set up a nice drone station to deliver fuel to all of the places where we're using drones for resource gathering. It's pretty cool.
We didn't even record the original drones. They were using regular fuel, and now they're using turbo fuel.
Yeah, well, we've got the old train station that we've set up. We cleared out the oil facility. Like I said, it was a lot of tedious work, and it might have been, some of it might have been interesting, but we'll never know.
Yeah, it would be hours of work.
Yeah, it was literal hours of work. This billboard's a little too bright. Need to change the color.
The consume one?
No, the download more RAM.
Oh yeah. Yeah, lower the emission strength.
Oh.
Sometimes they look cool with no emission strength at all.
Emission strength 2.
Yeah, the billboard blueprint that we have.
Yeah, that works. It was just washed out and bright and you couldn't read it, so I'm like, need to adjust that a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah, download more RAM. I like that one because it's like a little circuit board. It looks like RAM.
That's good. But yeah, we upped our efficiency with our oil facility. So we're taking 600 per minute and we're putting it through 10 refineries to make polymer resin and fuel. And then we're taking the fuel, and that gives us 20 fuel generators per oil node. And the 20, that gives us about 5,000 power per oil node, approximately. And then we're converting the polymer resin into rubber and or plastic. It's a lot of the stuff we were doing at the oil facility. We did that multiple times. It's like 3 or 4 times we had to change out the oil nodes so that we could get more power. Something along those lines, like 4 times.
Yeah, I think so.
And
now we have like a pretty good system now where we're using the maximum.
It's an okay system. I mean, we're 24-ish megawatt, 24,000 megawatts-ish, using 20-ish. And we're going to use a lot more for the next phases, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have to do nuclear.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to go down the nuclear route. Or we could find more oil nodes and put down more. No, we don't want to just keep spamming the same thing over and over again. We'll hit the item limit.
Though.
We could.
Well, the item limit, yeah.
So yeah, so the turbo fuel factory I hadn't seen before. That's pretty cool. He decided to color code everything red to keep track. That's cool. But yeah, making rocket fuel. Okay, not just turbo fuel. So this is the rocket fuel factory. More drone delivery.
No. Supposed to be regular. I thought I heard some voices in my head.
Which voice? Mine? Or Ada's?
Like the ancient alien technology.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's talking to me.
You're messing with time travel again or something?
Exactly. I'm just trying to walk over here to the oil facility. I like spawned in the water. And then I have to clean all the gross rock.
Nice.
Oh, and collect all the goods along the way. This is why I never get anything done.
Yeah, I see you changed my sign from make more turbo fuel to make more rocket fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
update the propaganda every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because now we're up to, that was like the next upgrade. So it took a lot to do that, and it's not pretty. The acid factory is not pretty, but I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with like getting acid over here, and you need metal plates. Oh no.
This is such a weird factory of yours. I don't understand this building. You have empty canisters and plastic. Oh, you're
Yeah.
outputting empty canisters. Okay, that's what it is.
Okay, enough with the baddies.
I was like trying to figure out what you were doing with this factory. It's like, oh, you're outputting empty canisters. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. The polymer that the fuel recipe makes polymer, and then we're making as much plastic as we can, making canisters.
Yep.
And any of the extra plastic goes on the train, if there is any.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but it's in all. I kind of like started building. I didn't know what I would need, and so I had to kind of build in like a spiral.
Yeah, I noticed you just built in pieces, and that's sometimes how you just have to do it, is build a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, oh, I need more space. And if I was over the water, I would just build everything in a straight line, like everything in nice or neat rows.
It's funny how we keep this legacy system though of plastic, early game rubber, and then the heavy oil and polymer resin that we used for our early fuel. Heavy oil residue and smokeless powder and fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's taken up 300. That could be more another generator, and more plastic production or something.
Yep.
Or rubber.
Oh, yeah, and our synthetic fabric, which is starved for polymer.
Yeah.
But it works. We don't need fabric that much.
Yeah, we're already like fully stocked over there. The dimensional repo. Yep. By the way, all the fuel that we're making over there in the legacy system, we're awesome syncing.
The turbo fuel?
Yep, not the turbo fuel, the regular fuel that's being made over here.
Oh, we're just awesome syncing it, yeah.
Yeah, because I only wanted turbo fuel in the factory, so I disconnected it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the regular fuel.
Awesome syncing turbo fuel over here too.
Yeah, because you're.
Damn it.
You probably need to though.
Yeah, it's all full now.
Yeah, that's what happens. Your drones are full, so you got to sync the extra.
There's a backup crate here doing nothing.
Yep.
That's just there for like capturing all the fuel in case I want to transfer it manually.
You're just gonna make it taller.
Yeah. Hoarding, baby.
So I see you have other launcher here, but you don't have one that goes to aluminum factory, do you?
Actually, it does, but do you want to see the bauxite mine?
Which one do you want to show me next?
I guess we could go to the aluminum factory and skip the bauxite mine. But like, we don't really need to see it. I haven't looked at it in a while, actually. Let's go straight to the aluminum factory and come to the McMansion.
Okay.
The 5 million clad aluminum mansion. So you take that launcher down there on the ground.
Which launcher?
This one right here.
Oh, this one.
And you can see the acid pipeline. Do you like my pipeline?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it looks Nickelodeon colors.
Yeah. It just goes all the way down the beach. And I was just like, wow, this is really far away to get to the, they made all the acid super far away from the iron, or like the nitrogen away from the iron, and then you needed to come over here to the fuel facility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget to put your jetpack on.
Yeah. Are we going to aluminum then?
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what? Look at all those gas generators, and that's flying over the acid. That's the acid right there.
The acid factory.
Yeah, and there's Nut Town. Okay. Then come over here to the McMansion. Unless it crashes.
Well, I'll see where I get in if I survive. That's the question right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to survive either.
Okay, well, I landed on the ground.
Well, like my game crashed again.
Well, so I made it, so I don't know what your problem is.
I'm not sure.
Head over here for a second. Manual jetpack. So drone port over here. Yep, there he goes, folks. So the drone port over here is for... Oh, it's just stuck with packaged fuel in it? No wonder it's not moving.
Yeah, I can't even explain it any bit to you because I crashed, so I can't show you everything.
Well, I'm looking at your
Sad.
drone that has a mixed fuel of packaged and turbo.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was
Yeah, that's like because I didn't clear that one out, and it just has what it has,
oh,
and it's fine.
this is the one that's delivering, receiving, but not doing the proper job.
Um,
Because the incoming transfer rate of 7 items per minute is full. Outgoing transfer rate of 0.
the
Drone's
fuel,
just sitting here.
the fuel drone,
Yeah, fuel drone.
it can get stuck there because it has enough fuel to get back now, but
Okay.
it can't unload right now.
Yeah.
And so it's good if it gets stuck there, and then once
Um.
this port needs more fuel, it'll return to get more and bring more back, and then get stuck again.
Yeah. So we have aluminum casings, and we have all-clad aluminum sheets, and what's this last? Oh, and bottles, empty bottles. So those are the products that we're producing over here. Is the aluminum,
Yeah.
all-clad aluminum, the aluminum casings, and the nitrogen gas, or the empty aluminum bottles. Yep. Piping.
Yeah, you see the drone port for the aluminum bottles to send over to the rocket fuel.
Yeah, I saw
It
that.
flies right over there.
Yep. And then all the resources you've had to put in to get all of this working. This is your first time having to do aluminum, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I did it in like creative.
Well, I mean, first time that you've done it in one of our playthroughs, because usually I do the late game stuff like aluminum.
Yep, I did aluminum this time. Yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's in an order. This is how I would have done like rocket fuel.
Mm-hmm.
I should have built out over the water, but if I ever do rocket fuel again, I'll do it like this.
Yeah, this spot is nice. It looks like you're sending Yeah, you're sending bauxite over here. That's right.
Yeah, we
But
got a
there's
big bauxite
also
train.
there's coal that's close by, and you've got the quartz crystals in this area, plus
Yep.
your copper and iron and whatever else you need, limestone and such. Yep.
And we'll never run out of bauxite.
Although
Like,
you're not utilizing the one coal node you could.
oh, I'm not, but it's not, it's like saturated now. Like we didn't need it,
Yeah,
but
and
we're only
you
using like one of the crystal factories out of the
and you
two.
have an extra coal node over there if you need it. So
Exactly.
there's actually
So I can,
two. There's one up here on the hillside right here as well.
nice. Well, we could expand this out into the water with
Mm-hmm.
the way that nothing's in the way. And so we could just expand ingot production and just go ham on that.
Okay, so hypertube,
So
I
there's plenty
guess,
of
is
space.
that next?
Yep, this goes up to the McMansion at the, you can see the manor,
All right,
the aluminum manor up here.
can take a
And
look
then
at
there's a
it.
blueprint station up here. We got a train station. We got like all this
Missed
bauxite.
opportunity. You could have done glass so that we could see what was going on.
Oh, okay. That's a good critique. Maybe we should update this,
Eh,
the shaft.
yeah, maybe. But now it's a
This,
surprise for once I get to the McMansion. Ooh,
oh
pretty
yeah, exactly.
shiny.
Maybe it's like that. There it is. See,
Yeah, you got your
it
train
has
going and all that.
this launcher right here might get you back to the oil facility. This launcher can get you back to sorting, the big one.
Yeah, the big one's probably the better one, but yeah.
Where does this go? Oh, if you go into here, this is like, don't go in there, but like, I was going
Bauxite
to build on
mine,
that
wasn't it?
beach.
Oh
What's
yeah,
that?
that goes down to the beach. Yeah, I rode that one before.
Oh, you did? Yeah, if you want to, I was going to build there, but I decided not to, but so
Hmm.
that space is available. You want to build something down there, it has a nice hypertube to get there. But
Yeah.
there's nothing down there.
So
And
you
then this
did
is our bauxite train.
four carts, so 4 stations that it has to go pick up from.
That's right.
Yep, nice.
And it's doing 480. But I think now that we have better belts, we can upgrade the belts and make it even faster. And that's only just with one node. I think it's a pure node though.
Nice.
And I don't even think we have an MK3 miner on this, just MK2 with
Yeah, I
overclockers.
see you've dialed back your expectations because you were wanting to do every bauxite node like somebody
Yeah,
else
I
we
thought that was
know.
really cool. Just do the whole train, but then I was like, well, I'd have to build a huge aluminum factory, and that's like basically only the bare minimum ingots that you want to make to balance it out is
Yeah,
what's down there.
it's overkill
But there's
pretty
like
much.
there's basically not enough ingots.
Oh yeah.
But that's like the bare minimum to keep the ingot production stable without it like overflowing and such. Yeah, and this is the McMansion
Mm-hmm.
blueprint. Just look inside here. It's super modern with stairs,
Yep. Have our
glass roof, glass house.
So
Has an
our
awesome
MAM
shop,
research,
storage.
alternate bolted frame or silicon high-speed connector. So we could make high-speed connectors with silicon and quick wire, or we could make what are those modular frames with screws and reinforced. I think probably the high-speed connector, unless you want me to re-roll.
High speed connector seems good because it eliminates plastic, like you were talking about
True.
earlier in the
Yeah.
episode.
That's good. Yep. Well, I was mentioning it to you earlier, but yeah, I try to eliminate plastic because it's a horrible recipe. Plastic and rubber in recipes are bad because the refineries only produce 20 per, and so you have to
Yeah.
do a lot of refineries to get anywhere near the 100 or whatever that you need. So you have to do 5 refineries per 100 of the resource that you want for rubber or plastic. So we try to eliminate that wherever we can.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
Otherwise, we'd
see.
have to stop making fuel and just make only purple goop. But
Power lines, miniature houses that you've placed everywhere, trains.
oh yeah, the mini houses have nuts in them. So if you ever see one of those on the map, it's
Uh,
probably a greenhouse for nuts.
yeah.
And down there's geothermal.
Yeah, Pat has a protect his nuts plan.
Yep. If you look
He
later on with
he doesn't
signal,
like it when I run over them with trucks or trailers.
I've already ran over some too on my own.
Yep.
So
Well,
we haven't
okay.
anything is we haven't driven anything. Look at that drone flying over there.
So the big launcher to the sorting facility. I guess I'm going to take that trip now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the sorting facility now. Goodbye, Mayor.
Hopefully it won't crash for you this time.
Oh yeah. Let me try not to do anything like looking around. Yeah, turn my render
Okay,
distance down or something.
We got to fly over the cats. That sucks.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna be a whole journey just getting there.
Yeah. Might be a rescue
launch
mission
myself up
too,
high.
depending upon how he does it.
Stay with me. Don't lag. Don't crash.
Okay. So I'm past the Crimson Forest.
Me too. Last time I hit some trees, I got my parachute on. Okay, cool. Now
Ow.
just stay here, and,
Oh, that
so
hurt.
it doesn't crash. Damn, that's great.
Inhaler.
It didn't crash for me.
Oh, that belly butt. It's awful flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a train problem. Something happened. We've got a crash, train crash, and a bunch of flashing. Well, I guess
Wait, a
that's
crane trash?
yeah,
Ugh.
train crashed.
Train
So I guess
train
that's why
trash.
crane trashed. Yes, crash train, something along those lines. So I guess I get to look at why the train's derailed
Yeah.
because we didn't change anything. So what would make them derail? Did you remove a sign or something?
No. Trying to see where the trains crashed. I have them off. Oh wow, all of them are fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, it just says waiting for a long time.
Well,
because of the
they're
launch
waiting
crash, which
because
is the
of
red one.
the crash. Yeah.
Oh, train derailed over by Copper. It looks like.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we need a block signal for the copper train, probably.
Yeah, you need a block signal before the Copper train intersection. That's where you need it.
It's been working so smoothly. Thought I had enough block signals in already.
Well, the Copper train station doesn't it have like a? It doesn't have a block signal to stop it from going out.
Did you remove the block signal that was there? Because I had the
Oh.
block signal set up for it so that it only goes out when it has a free signal. Let's see if I can find the carnage.
Yeah, I want to see that now. Now, see if I crash.
Should have took the
It's already
human,
really laggy over there.
human launcher, but I didn't want to lag you out more.
Oh, come on, don't crash on me.
Oh, it's this train that crashed. Okay, so
Yep.
it's that
It needs a block signal back over there for the main train.
just needs one block signal. It's funny that it's worked this long without a crash, though. Can do that. And then re-rail this train. Pull it back. Because it was waiting at that.
God damn, so much lag. You just need a block signal over here.
Do you want to re-rail the copper train?
Oh, it's not. It's already derailed.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Re-railed.
And then set yours to automatically turn on the automatic train.
Okay, it's driving.
Alright. So if I turn
Let's
on...
ride this back to the sorting
Turn
facility.
on self-driving real quick. We're probably going to have another train wreck. Yep. So the issue is where that that block signal is right there. So for whatever reason, that block signal...
Come on, just drive forward. What's wrong with you? Am I derailed?
Yeah, you're derailed because where that block signal was put. I don't know who put
block
that.
signal before this. Come on, back up. These like, trains just won't move. They're like stuck.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. There we go. It doesn't help that I keep having to like do this little jetpack thing. Try backwards. There we go.
Okay, so that one's auto going now. Okay, now you can set the copper one to auto go.
All right, here we go. What? It didn't stop.
It's not, well...
Just kidding, I hijacked it.
Well, you better stop it. And you better auto drive it. Because you're going to cause a wreck.
I won't. Turn on self-driving. There we go. It'll stop at the next thing.
Maybe.
It's so laggy, though.
Yeah, I'm
There
going
we
to
go. Come on, stop me. It's not stopping me.
You're going to cause another train derailment, aren't you?
Probably. Oh, it just passed the block signal. Oh no, it's like turning to blocked as I pass. There we go. Now I'm good. It's working.
Now I need to come back to the sorting facility. So another human launcher trip. So we've done a bunch of cleanup over here at the sorting facility.
Oh yeah, we did so much stuff. Like there's the new belt layer.
Well, we did all the machines up here on the manufacturer floor. Where we've got the computers and all of the in-game stuff. And then down below, we redid all of the logistics belts, and we've got the train system all cleaned up because we had so many problems with items being stuck. So we've got the train system down here, which I've got to restart whichever trains are still saying, I've been sitting for too long. Oh, they're all going already. Never mind.
That's cool. That's nice. You don't have to restart them.
Yeah, I don't see any more flashing. Okay. Yeah, so we put in extra train stations so that we could split up the items. So we have one for steel, one for copper related, one for oil, our original one, which is now iron, and then an extra one for concrete if we ever just need concrete by itself, but we're not using that yet. Then we laid out, since there's some copper nodes over here by our base, we laid out some ingot production and stuff down in the void. We put in copper plates and maximizing our nodes. We're up to Mark III miners now for things, so that speeds things up quite a bit. And then our somewhat better organized but still a mess logistics floor, which you said nobody's going to see, but they're going to see it now. So yeah, so we organized. It was such a pain coming up with this design, but I did a smart splitter manifold to individually pull the items as they're coming off the train to their own individual belts. all with a built-in overflow system that sends excess into the awesome sink. And then from there we routed the belts using the ceiling mostly is the rule that we were going with. And then I drop down conveyor lifts to the bottom with signs so that I keep track of where things were. And then it was just a tedious mess of going through and connecting and hooking up and splitting and belts, and most of the time we don't go down there very much. So
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's not having to go down there.
yep. And then there was a lot of buildings that we skipped in phase 3 that I needed to redo, like smart plates we didn't have finalized. We didn't have the what are these engines? Modular engines. We didn't have those all set up. We had circuit boards, but they weren't in their final building. We had computers, and computers was a pain, so we changed the recipe. So the computers makes their own circuit boards, and they're using quick wire and rubber for the recipe for the computers. We had issues with modular frames, so we needed a modular frame factory building, which was not the best blueprint for manufacturers, and a blueprint is a bit much for resources, but it works. We've got our supercomputer recipe, which is the only recipe that uses plastic at the moment. So haven't found an alternate supercomputer recipe yet that has no plastic in it. So computers uses rubber and supercomputers uses plastic. We've got our fused modular frames going into our pressure conversion cubes for our nuclear pasta, because we wanted to start with the hard one of phase 4 first, so we rushed a lot of things to get to nuclear pasta. Let's see, we've got turbo motors, and you just recently set up the ASs, as I call them, the assembly directors.
Oh yeah.
They're such a pain in the butt to make, especially because of the adaptive control units and supercomputers that's required to make the ASs.
Exactly.
And we need 500 of those. We're up to 16. So those are going to be starved for a while. We've got the cooling system set up, which means you had to run nitrogen and a bunch of things for that. And we've got our heat sinks. We've got our radio control units. What are these? Crystal oscillators. Stators and rotors we had to finally stabilize because we had so many problems with those in the beginning. And then our temporary versatile frameworks was never put into a building, so we finally put that in one. Our automated wiring for systems. And then I set up electromagnetic control rods, and that's why I was over there making the AI limiters, is because we needed enough AI limiters for the electromagnetic control rods. But we're also starved for stators. You were working on stators, weren't you? Hello? I don't know if he can hear me, folks. Or is he just drifting off into La La Land? Maybe he fell asleep while I was describing everything we were working on. It's another option, too. I don't know what happened. Let's see if he's responding.
Oh, I'm back.
He's back. He was falling asleep while I was explaining things. Snoring over there.
I'd use the restroom.
Oh, okay. So you were working on stators?
Yep.
How many stators per minute are you making?
I know there's a stator factory back here, and it was starved for wires, and it says it's doing 20.
Okay, because, yeah, we're not getting the AI, electromagnetic control rods is starved for stators, which it takes 12. And then I
Oh,
don't know what the other machines are using.
well, the ass takes some stators too.
Takes supercomputers, it looked like on the recipe. Or
Oh, then, oh, that's right.
unless you
Then
haven't updated the sign properly.
what's that other red thing? The automated wire?
Automated
That takes
wire.
stators.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, motors take stators.
Yeah, supercomputers need this like automated wire, and it takes stators. It takes 56 a minute. Holy hell!
Yeah.
So there's not enough for that, and that's how you make those awesome cubes or those spheres.
Yeah, the assembly.
Adaptive control units.
The adaptive control units, yeah, is part of the ASs. Like I said, that's why I call them ASs, is because the wire is going to be our problem. We need to up our game with the wire production. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's starved. But your recipe over here on the wall says it's supercomputers and assembly or adaptive control units. So let me look at your blueprint. Adaptive control unit, yeah, supercomputers and assembly directors. And the recipe match, it does. Yeah. So it's starved for adaptive control units, which, yeah, those are probably starved. There's a lot of stuff that's starved for resources because we were relying on the trains to bring everything. Still are.
Well, if you want to upgrade stators, I'm drone delivering wire right now. And what else does stators need besides wire? Steel pipes?
Well, I'm trying to find. We need a better organization to see where things are.
Stuff's kind of out of order, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be out of order. Stators is over here and behind motors. So stators needs steel pipe and wire, and
It's only doing 20. We need like something like 56.
something like
Something
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, we need. Well, we can look at how many stators we need. We're outputting 20, and the motors take 20, so we're already at a deficit just by the motors. So the motors take 20.
Okay.
What else takes stators?
The automated wire takes 56 stators.
56. Okay, I'll add that to the count. So 56. And then
we're
12 for the I think it's 12 for the electromagnetic control rods. Yeah, the electromagnetic control rods takes 12. So we need a total of 88 stators per minute. So the recipe we have, blueprints, stators, it will produce 10 per minute, and we need 88. So, let's see, 88 and we need at least 9 buildings worth for the stator.
How much wire is that going to require?
Let's look at the stator building. Gonna take. Look at the recipe. Takes 80 per, and we need 9 buildings.
Oh wow!
Times 9, 720. We need a full belt of wire.
Jesus.
That's a full Mark V belt of wire.
We don't have enough.
Yeah. Well, we've got copper. And we've got, I have a wire production that I started to do over at the AI factory for Caterium, using Caterium ingots to wire.
Yeah.
It doesn't produce much, though. But yeah, we
how
need a
are we
full...
getting wire right now? We're getting it from the sub basement, right?
We're getting wire from our copper factory. That was the first thing we cleaned up, was our copper cable and, Oh, yeah, we're not getting wire from that one anymore because I dedicated the wire to the cable. That was that
Yeah, I don't
one.
think we're. And I set up a wire drone,
Mm-hmm.
and so like if we have another spot, I can go add some stacks of ingot buildings
Let's
to
look at
that.
the messy map for a second here. Let's look at the resources, and we want to look at. So wherever we have copper is where we're producing stuff that we need. So, um, yeah, that's not gonna do me any good looking at the map that way. Um, okay, so copper related products. Um, we're making copper sheets downstairs. We were making copper powder for the nuclear pasta, which is a horrible recipe, but we needed the copper powder for the nuclear pasta. And we're using 2 nodes for that, right? Um, we're making. I think I made wire over here, or is this iron? I can't remember. We have your copper powder drones coming in. I know we have iron related products over here. Oh, this is where wire. Yeah, your wire's coming from your drone. Okay. And I've got. Oh, I did a cable factory because we were starved for cables, so I wound up doing a cable factory, not a wire factory on this one. So we have a lot of cable factories, but we're not actually dedicating much to wire except for your factory. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I saw
your
that.
so
That's why the
your
drone wire exists.
yeah, so your wire factory
I've already
is
been through
doing
this.
179 items per minute, and it needs to do 720 per minute.
Yep. And there's only like basically one of each building. That could be why it's not doing so good. I think it's only a normal copper node though too,
Well,
and it's also
normal.
doing copper powder.
Oh, it's you split to do both. That's your problem. Okay, we
Oh, I
need.
have a new copper node. I have a dedicated copper node, one for copper powder and one for wire.
Okay, so we have a dedicated node, and the node is doing 600 per minute, right?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Can you ping on the map where that copper factory is?
Damn it! What the hell? Double click. I will as soon as I'm not falling.
Oh, you human
I'm
launching
kind of
your
sort of
way.
falling with style right now.
I'm guessing
Okay.
it's over here by the quartz and
Do
silica factory.
you remember where the copper powder is?
Yeah, I'm heading that direction. I just
That's
gotta,
where it is.
I gotta,
There we go. Finally.
gotta fall with style, and then I've gotta um, come up the hill to where the copper is, where you're doing your sulfuric acid production.
Yep. Past that, come down here, and there's some iron nodes where I was telling you you could build a bunch of iron stuff, but it's all like probably really shitty iron.
Okay,
And then
so
there's a copper node down here.
per copper node, is it? Um, oh, game's crashing on me. Um, Well, I'm coming back to the game. Let's see. Waiting for my computer to respond. Computer. Computer.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to look up that blueprint we talked about. Blueprints. And it was like the under ore processing. Oh yeah, it's missing for some reason.
Okay, so my turn to crash.
Yeah, I already crashed twice.
Yeah.
Damn, I
Only,
just wanted to look at it.
only
Damn it,
fair.
don't click on it.
So what I was gonna say is the copper node per 600 you need 4 for ingot. So you need 4 buildings to produce the
Huh.
max ingot, and then the ingots from there, then you can pump into the max wire. Same for your copper powder. So if you have a dedicated node, you need at least 4 ingot buildings, and that's why you're starved.
4 ingot buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could figure out where the ingot building went from in the blueprint menu.
Yeah. Um, if it's not in the construction one,
There it
it's
is.
probably in the catch-all, and you probably need to edit and move it.
Yeah, moving it now. We're processing. It's really annoying not to have it in there. Okay, there we go. Now it's easy to find. Super stupid. I was like, having to search for it every time,
The copper
and you can't
ingot
read it.
one? Is that what you were
Yeah,
searching for? No, that should have been under ore processing.
it got moved.
Uh,
Stupid game moves stuff around.
it probably moved it when I updated the belts, because I think I updated that one to Mark Fives. So.
Yeah, I don't know why it has to change to undefined. It should just stay what it was, and not like keep like default to state or something like that after you save.
Yeah.
Like that bug needs to be fixed.
All right.
That's a pretty big. That's like a critical bug in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of critical bugs with the UI of blueprints, but trying to make a unified UI everywhere is difficult, especially when you got multiple people working on a project. So
Yeah, totally.
come on, Vulkan, process. Supposed to be smart.
So I'm gonna put this on my hotbar. That'll be easier. Now I can actually get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have to like, takes forever to find it.
But yeah,
Okay, there we
4
go.
of the ingot buildings, and I
Damn
think,
it.
let's see, since
You
they're
know what? I'm just gonna do it in blueprint mode. I don't give a fuck.
180, so it'll take all 600, but it won't produce the max that it can do. But it's I always build more than I need. But if you can fully load that building, it would produce 720 ingots per minute per 600 node. So. Yay, I can finally rejoin.
Well, that sounds good.
Join
I have
the
2 of the 4 buildings so far.
Yep.
I'm out of iron plates.
Well, I'm sitting at fix-it tip number 19. Faster belts don't necessarily mean faster production.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. It is true. Just because you have a faster belt does not mean that you're going to produce faster, especially if you saturate the belt. This game, it's so much fun.
Too much fun, but
good old satisfactory.
Come on, wire, produce. I'm sitting around waiting for the plates, or I could just go back. Didn't I put a hypertube launcher in to go back? Oh, I did. Well, I could crash. Like, I don't want to go in the hypertubes anymore. Okay, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's a crapshoot with the human launchers of how fast you're going. So, I'm not even back, and he decides to crash his. So,
I just crashed mine.
You guys get to enjoy the lovely progress bars while we're waiting for things to restart here.
At least it provides like visuals. Come on, 4 squid.
Yeah, things like distributing endorphins, scanning biomatter state. All right, finally.
Oh my god.
So now I'm back in, standing on some weird pipes.
Did you find some static background to put into OBS to where when like your game crashes, that's the background is like static?
If I remember, I can. I do have
Let's
static.
try to find you some.
I have static. I figured out how to do that in KDE Live.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can just record a clip and make some assets.
No, there's a filter that just that does the effect, or there's an effect in KDE where it does the static.
Yeah,
you need to
make like a 10-second clip or something, or like just have that playing.
You need to put in more power poles.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've switched over to rocket fuel.
Yeah, well, some of us plebs are still using turbo fuel.
And this is... Am I real? Fixing tip number 11. Am I real?
Probably not. Since you're asking that question.
Probably not.
You're as real as you're gonna be. I'm a real boy. Alright, so let's take a look over here at this node of his. So this is going to be our dedicated wire factory. So for now he's got 2 buildings. So he needs 4 buildings on it.
I ran out of plates. I was trying to go back and get some more.
And that's why he crashed. Yeah.
Maybe we should just put long, slow hypertubes and just fly that way. Ooh, I'm back in the game.
Yeah, that's
in the middle of the air.
Possibility.
Yeah, I think that's probably some tedious work to do, just so we have ways to getting around without crashing. Normally we don't crash though. Something is that could that be the server?
No, the crash. Well, it could be the server not being able to keep up. It could be network settings. There's so many different things it could be.
I see that you're putting the third one on. That's good.
Yeah, because I come with resources.
Now that I crashed.
I always come with resources that I need for building.
Huh. That'd be smart.
Shit. But yeah, you always have random things in your inventory, so you rely on the dimensional depot too much.
I do. I think I'm gonna do something about that. Involving hidden Mercer spheres.
Oh no.
Why don't you
just take the Mercer spheres and upgrade the stacks or upgrade the speed?
Maybe I'll do that. I was thinking, like, what if I took 9 Mercer spheres and hooked up a plate factory to 9 of them? To 9 of those interdimensional depots.
But then you could have at least 1 speed upgrade or a stack upgrade from those 9 Mercer spheres, so... I don't think brute forcing them in is going to make them go any as fast as you think they're going to go.
Oh, with the drones?
No, I mean with extra Mercer spheres on top of the same item, trying to up the input into the system.
I saw somebody's YouTube thumbnail showing that off, and I didn't watch the video, but now I believe that it's possible.
It's possible, but it's not a very efficient use of the Mercer spheres. Because if you get the whole Mercer sphere system upgraded, speed's not a problem anymore.
Well, we just want certain things like plates and concrete to always be super fastly replenished, so I don't have to keep carrying them around with me.
Or you could just get used to always carrying plates and concrete, because they're the base building materials. Okay, so I've got 4, and I'm guessing none of these buildings are labeled, since it's your build out in the middle of nowhere. Listen,
they're not labeled.
Yeah, how he doesn't deny it, folks. Needs me to do all of the organizational stuff.
I was going to come and help do that. I was definitely going to.
By that means that as long as nobody comes out here, he's not going to do it in hopes that maybe I'll run across it and do it. Yeah.
Just leave it that way. Just like, it's all labeled at the drones.
So this is ore, copper ore. We have 4 buildings. Let's see. What are you working on?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Data glue. Yeah, 180 times 4, 720. 720 per minute. I know you don't like labeling things and organizing stuff that way, but it does.
I like labeling.
It helps a lot with keeping track of what we're producing.
It's helping out a lot, yeah. I didn't like it at first, but now I definitely like it. just didn't label this stuff because I just came over here to set it up.
Yeah, but that's part of setting it up, is labeling it.
Well, this is just going to be great.
So now we need to figure out how much wire, which you've only got one building of wire.
Yeah. So how much wire do we need now?
90 ingots. So you're going to need a full 8 buildings to max out the wire. So get to it.
Add that blue.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're going to need 8 buildings. Again, is delay tactics.
8 building. That's not tactics. I'm just trying to, like, you know, I'm hurting my brain right now. I'm trying to, like, think too much. There we go. I'm just trying to get some iron plates so I can keep building. There we go. Now it's filling up.
Oh, he's building an iron plate factory. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
So 90 times 8.
So you're just gonna go do it, and you're not gonna let me do it?
Well, I'm labeling the signs.
Oh, good. I'm coming there and do it. You better not do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed some plates. Okay. 94 plates. There we go. Good enough. If you need plates, there's a little bit there.
Okay, so.
Yeah, if you need plates, Andy, there's some plates over there.
All right.
Just look over there.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Trying to do math here.
Maybe I can build one of these. Production. Blueprints. Construction machines. Wire.
So when you have the 8 buildings, you're going to saturate the belt more, and we're actually not going to be able to support the most that it can do. So.
What?
Well, 1440 is what it's going to produce of the wire, and eventually we'll get 1200 belts that we can upgrade to, but it will max out a Mark V belt worth of wire once you get the 8 buildings on. You want to place the buildings and I can place the lifts and power?
Well, I'm waiting to place the last building.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, resources.
Well,
this goes there.
Then I'll let you do that, and I'll hook up power then as we go up.
Yeah, you can do the power. The power! Well,
the power!
That looks good. How about that? I'm gonna have so much more wire now.
Mm-hmm. So 3 in. Nice.
Waiting on the case beams and iron plates to replenish. Guess I could come over here and get some more of these iron plates. See over here, Andy? There's some iron plates if you ever need any.
Seriously? That's your plan?
Yep. Exactly. It'll just fill up and stop working. It'll take a while, though.
Not even efficient. Doing one.
Nobody sees it over here.
Well, they see it now because I'm over here looking at it.
Well, yeah. Well, it's just good. Just leave it there.
Yeah, that's gonna be his solution for now. Well,
we can see how long it takes to fill it later on. Cause the server will always be running.
We'll come back in our playthroughs at the end and we'll check. Oh, the last box just filled up.
Exactly. Pretty much. Okay, finally, I think I have everything I need to place this last blueprint. Don't lag, you piece of shit. There we go. 6. I can place these before this thing materializes, right?
It's 1, 2, 3.
That belt was the correct way. I don't trust it.
So this is number 4. So you got to double this.
What?
I said 8 buildings.
Oh, what? Oh, shit. I was in denial.
Yeah.
Denial's a river.
Yep, and you're only halfway there. Whoa, you're living on a
Okay.
prayer.
Well, now I have to go back to the base. So I guess I could walk. Take my jetpack, it's faster than, like,
And
hovering forward.
while he's taking the walk of shame, I'll add on a couple wire buildings because I have some in my inventory.
Oh my god, that's gonna throw off my recipe.
Uh-huh.
Why did you just make me do it?
Because you said you're gonna go get resources, and I have resources.
Yeah, it's gonna take me forever because there's gonna be squirrels.
Yeah,
Like,
so
maybe I can just
I'll
not
get
kill this
done.
mob.
So I'll get done when I can get done. So, number 5.
Oh, it's like lagging just walking over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the belts and things that have to materialize in the chunk
we at
that
the
you're
limit?
in. No, we're not at the system limit yet. We'll know when we're at the system limit when we can no longer load the save file. So
Nice, we just won't be able to play anymore. Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's a spider. And it's lagging. Come on, buddy.
Is it a green spider?
Some spiders running at me. He's over there in the shadows. In the shadow.
Okay, so this will be.
Oh my god, my railgun's never loaded when I need it. Stay back, bastard!
It's because you're always shooting me with it.
Ah, fuck it. Now it's time for an inhaler. Oh, you got that stuff. You don't freak out. Just get inside the building. There we go. Look down at him. Creepy little bastard. Still trying to jump at me, even though I'm inside a building. In the shadows. I just need to get to the... I just need to make a run for it.
Come on. Yeah.
Gotta get to the hyper tube.
Powerfuls. Let's see. Am I gonna make number 7? Nope. Now I'm out of stuff. Okay.
Okay, here we are. Back at this, doing the walk of shame to try to get some more resources.
Yep.
Over here to our rip-off storage facility.
Yep.
Bootleg storage facility. There we go. So dark.
You're gonna need enough stuff for 1 building because I've done
Goodness.
7, so you just need to put the 8th one on.
Ooh, I found the iron plates. It's actually kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little sorting facility. Give me a bunch of those. That's too much. What have I done?
Yeah, we've been cleaning up the sorting facility as well while we were at it. Somebody wanted to copy or use inspiration for the sorting facility because he saw a sorting system he really liked, and so
Yeah, there was a tutorial somewhere on the internet for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just follow the tutorial and you can have this too.
Yeah,
But it's
Total
only
Eclipse
half
makes
done.
great tutorials. So yeah, we've
Yep.
only got ours isn't as nice as his because it's only half done and it's only partially working. So
Right. The other side, we could probably put it in, but it wouldn't work without lots of work. Lots more work.
yeah, we're missing lots of things. Let's see. Are the cables coming down the system?
I'm gonna try to drive. That'll probably really crash me.
Okay, wires coming down. Don't see any stuck wire, so it's going to take a while for the ingots to propagate through the whole build, though. The manifolds. That's something I can
driving
check.
is nice.
Is the... Because this seems a little slow. Oh, I bet I know it.
It's all
Let
foggy.
me guess. One guess, folks. No.
What?
No power slugs. I
Where?
called it.
What?
The copper ore miner, no power slugs. And so it was
Oh,
doing
I see.
120 per minute. And I'm like, why
Power
is it
shards.
going so slow?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
so this node only does 300. Hmm.
What kind of node is it? Is it impure?
Uh,
Oh,
I
we
don't.
built all those buildings for nothing?
Yeah, because
Nice.
half the work.
Just delete the ones we don't need.
Is there any more nodes in this
Oh
area
shit.
for copper? Just
Oh
the
my god.
two that are claimed. Okay. There's a third one, but that's 700 meters away. That might be worth pulling over towards this one.
What kind of node is that one? Like another impure?
It's another copper node. I don't know. I'm not looking at pure and impure right now. I'm just
Okay. I'll come help.
trying to see what you have set up over here. What mess? Because for some reason somebody doesn't like putting power slugs in the resource miners.
Yeah. Well,
And
remember I only
so
hooked it up just to get the one thing going.
yeah, but
Plan was
120,
originally to have one stack.
one Mark III with 120 per minute, and you couldn't bother putting in 3 slugs.
I probably didn't even click on it at all.
Hmm.
So I guess I'll put another building on.
Where's the miner for this one?
Somewhere down there. There's in a glass house over there. That one's actually kind of cool.
Oh, you put it over in a viewing box. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
This
Viewing
one.
box.
This one actually has 3 and it's 600, so that one's good. Must have been one I came over to, put slugs in. Alright, so we're gonna need to grab that other ore node then. So let me see on the map now. I just hate
Oh my goodness. What?
the resource view of the map is ugly.
Yeah, there's nothing close by.
There was one that was within 700 meters.
Past the Sam ore? Oh yeah, I guess that's close. That goes by the geothermal. And there's a bunch of sulfur next to the geothermal there. Oh my goodness.
Let me
That's
just...
the hour mark.
Almost the hour mark. We're a little over, but...
Is this the one you're talking about over here?
Uh,
Where did it go?
once
This one?
Once it pings... Yeah, that one. Yeah, 800 meters away.
Really far away. But I did fly over there to get that geothermal going.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's not that bad.
Well, it seems like it... Oh, it's all the way over there. Yeah, and it's impure. That's iron, though.
Hey, what's this?
There should be a unclaimed copper. Where is the copper?
Hey, can you come over here? Yeah, I got something for you.
Oh, is that the, not a Fixmas gift?
That's right. It's
Yeah.
totally normal.
Yeah, you can blow yourself up and then I'll come res you.
I don't know. Skip it.
Yeah, skip that one.
It does hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so fucking far away.
Your kitties. Yeah, 600. Yeah, that's pretty far away. I mean, you can drone ingots over.
Yeah, we should usually just like build another factory over here for that.
Well, we'll just leave it
else
inefficient and it'll just run as much as it's going to run. So,
Yeah.
numbers wise,
Delete some of the buildings that we don't need.
well, you can delete, let's see. Because you can fill your inventory with,
Oh, the plates.
yeah, all the plates and things. I hear a cat.
Damn it.
Don't see the cat, but
I'll clear your list.
Oh, there it is. Cat down there, regular cat.
Damn jetpack.
I wanted to do my math calculations here. Okay, so ore processing is 180. So we've got 180 3. So you only need 2 buildings. Because we double, yeah, you only need 2 of the iron ingots instead of the 4 that we did. So you cut that in half. And the 8
Why are
we
we talking
cut,
about iron ingots?
oh, copper ingot, sorry.
Oh, copper ingots, yeah.
So you can cut the copper ingots in half, which will cut the amount that we need it. So you only need 4 buildings for the wire instead of the 7 that I've put up there. So you can take 3 off of the wire and 2 off of the off the other one.
Cool. So how much wire does that give us?
If I gotta do calculations, make me do calculations. 360 ingots. So 360 ingots, and the wire takes 90. So 4. So 180 times 4. 720. So it's 720 belt. So it accomplishes what we wanted to do, is saturating the belt with 720. But
No way. That's awesome.
yeah.
So we're overbuilding.
Right now your outgoing transfer rate though is 450 per minute. So.
That's bad. That's pretty good. We need 720 though.
Right, so we need to reduce the buildings, but that's gonna have to wait till next time, folks. So if you liked what you saw, hit the like, subscribe, tell us how we're doing, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode.
Yeah, see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Hit that like bell and subscribe.